What's good, YouTube? We back. Draft Capital Sports. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're doing the Bears mock off-season 1.0. We're going to do free agency and the draft all at once. And I've already done a video on each. Now we're going to kind of combine the two, but this time we're going to change it up. I'm going to go after the draft differently. Well, I'm doing a simulator, so the draft picks may always be different as we go through these mock drafts. But my mock free agency, I went star hunting this time a little bit. Now cap space is $74 million after the cut of Eddie Jackson and Cody Whitehair, among some other people. I've already gone through that in the free agency video you'll see above here at the top of the screen. There it is. All right. So free agency signings, we're going to sign Jalen Johnson to a 5-year, $100 million deal. That first year cap number will be at about $15 million. We're going to have some vet re-signings that'll total about $3.5 million. You know, Patrick Scales, the long snapper, etc., etc. Then we're going to go after the big fish, Brian Burns, which I discussed in the Eric Washington defensive coordinator video, and the links to him there at defensive coordinator. We can bring Burns in at a 4-year, probably $80 million deal. His first year cap number will be roughly $18 million, as you see on the screen there. Then we're bringing in our center, our veteran center, Lloyd Cushenberry, at a 3-year, $30 million deal, $10 million a year. Then we're going to bring in a running back. We're going to upgrade that running back position and bring in Zack Moss, formerly of the Indianapolis Colts, on a 3-year, $15 million deal. We're going to replace Eddie Jackson with Taylor Rapp on a 3-year, $18 million deal, $6 million per year. Taking our cap number down from enter free agency with $57 million. So our remaining cap space, $16.5 million. You know, you restructure DJ Moore. That'll take care of the rookie class, because that'll give us about $7-8 million. That should be more than enough for the rookie class. Trade Khalil Herbert for Rondale Moore from the Arizona Cardinals. I've already gone through that, and I know some of you love Khalil Herbert, but I don't like the fact that he does not pass block and he does not have breakaway speed. We will probably be addressing that in the draft as well, to get a game breaker to go along with Zack Moss and Roschon Johnson. Now we move over to the mock draft. Let's get into it. We are on the clock. I will be doing trades in this draft as we go along if necessary. Of course, we're going to trade this first pick. The Giants. Now I am of the mind not to trade too much, but this Giants at number 6, I'm not going to be trading with the Giants because they will be drafting a wide receiver. Instead, I will be going to the Commanders. I'm going to trade back to that number 2 pick. This is a safe trade because I am targeting the best player in the draft, in Marvin Harrison Jr. Now we will get back our pick that we traded for Montez Sweat and a future 3rd. Mock Draft Database Simulator does keep the trades very realistic, so there won't be this super duper haul to move back one spot. That's just, it's not realistic. I agree. You know what, let me get an extra 5th out of that thing for this year. There we go. And we're gonna make that trade back to number 2. They draft Drake May, good for them. We're going to draft Marvin Harrison Jr. and keep this thing moving. And be one of those tackles at number 9. Now, both tackles fell to number 9, which is interesting. That probably won't happen, but I do think one of the tackles will fall to number 9. I do prefer Joe Alt over Olufashanu. We'll see how they test. Is going to be very important to how they fall. Their tape is pretty comparable, but we're going to take Alt. I just think he's more all around for what the Bears are going to need. He gets up the field a little bit better in run zone blocking, and I think Shane Waldron is going to be using a lot of that. We're definitely using the knowledge of having our coordinators in place during this draft. I don't know why they have us going after cornerback. That's strange. But Graham Barton is sitting right there. I know some people are saying take all the offensive linemen in the world, but we signed Taylor Rapp in free agency at safety, so I don't need to use this high of a pick on safety. So instead, I'm going to go Jackson Powers Johnson for that interior O-line. Plays center, plays guard. Ryland Trophy winner. Probably the best interior offensive lineman in this draft, arguably. He did weigh pretty heavy at the Senior Bowl. I saw he weighed 334 at 6'3". So that makes him stout, but he also is going to have to, once he tightens that up a little bit, loses some of that baby fat, he'll be just fine. All right, third round here. I really don't like any of these selections. These choices here. Let's go down a little bit. Now, I know we got to address the interior defensive line, the trenches. I didn't sign anybody in free agency, so I'm going to take Michael Hall Jr. He was a little small at 6'2", 280, but I think he is a terror at that 3 technique position. Reminds me of Jerzon Newton, really. And Hall is a younger player. I think he's only about 20, 21. So we're going to take Mr. Hall, Justin Fields fellow. Buckeye. Michael Pratt. I don't like Michael Pratt. He's cool, but Tyson Bagent is just as good in my opinion. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, I'm gonna take Cade Stover's cool at tight end as a move tight end. It's gonna be between Cade Stover and Marquise Irvin. I'm gonna bring Marquise Irvin home because we need a halfback that's got speed, that can receive, split out wide, just another dangerous weapon. We need this offense to really get it going. The Bears need to put an offense on the field that has a bunch of dangerous weapons on it. That guys that can catch the ball actually and use that speed. Shout out to Velus Jones that they may have. Shout out to Tyler Scott. And Marquise Irvin will be that guy. Jalen McMillan has also fell to us. Wow, this is tempting. And I think I'm gonna do it. Let's see, Chris Mahogany, Boston College. They normally turn out pretty good offensive linemen. Shout out to Ryan Poles. It's really hard to turn down Jalen McMillan right here. Do I want 2 rookie wide receivers out there running around? Or do I go with the interior O-lineman? You know what? I'm going to go with Jalen McMillan. We're going to add more weapons, man. We're going to add weapons. We got to give our quarterback somebody to throw to. Now, under normal circumstances, I would take that trade. But I doubt that we're not going to draft 1,000 people here. Cole Bishop, the safety. Spencer Rattler for our backup QB. Bo Brady also down there safety. I like Bo Brady. But we're going to take a backup QB in Spencer Rattler. He plays similar to Justin Fields. A little more erratic, but yeah, we're going to take that backup QB. Bo Brady still up here. Cole Bishop versus Bo Brady. All right, who are we taking for real here? Cole Bishop, Utah, along with Jalen Johnson. I think we're going to make that connection, man. Both of these players are pretty equal. I'm going to go Cole Bishop at safety. And that will conclude our draft right there, baby. So as you can see on the side over here, we got Marvin Harrison Jr., we got Joe Alt, we got Jackson Powers Johnson, Michael Hall Jr., Marquise Irving, Bucky Irving, Jalen McMillan at wide receiver. We got weapons. We got weapons, baby. I mean, it's nothing. Spencer Rattler, Cole Bishop. I'm gonna do something here at the end. Where we at? What pick are we at? We're gonna see who didn't get drafted, and I'm also gonna highlight what players I would go for in free agency after the draft. Pause it right there. So I did not get a tight end. So tight ends, let's see who we get. Who would I sign here? Bartholomew, a lot of Pitt. Definitely will bring in Tip Ryman. And probably Malcolm Epps out of Pitt. Not Bartholomew. No offense to him, but edge, would there be anybody? Grayson Murphy I'm shocked he didn't get drafted here. He's one of the twins from UCLA. Both are very good pass rushers. I would bring him in as a situational pass rusher for sure. Reminds me of Bryce Huff, that so many people love from the Jets. Not saying he's Bryce Huff, but he could be. Let's see what else we got. Interior lineman. Always bring in Wisconsin lineman if you can. Linebacker, we really don't need linebacker. I'm not even gonna look at that. More safeties. Akeem Dent would also be a nice safety to bring in. Could definitely contribute on special teams right away. So yeah, there could be a good free agency class there too. So let me know what you think of this draft, man. Marvin Harrison Jr. They liked it. I got mostly A's. B+ for Michael Hall Jr. Some people are down on him. I don't really understand why. To me, he performed really well for such a young player at Ohio State. Jalen McMillan. You know, you hear that either the receivers are a product of Michael Penix's quarterback play, or Michael Penix's quarterback play is a product of the receivers. I think they just both go hand in hand. And Jalen McMillan will be definitely a home run hitter, wide receiver that can actually catch on this Bears team. Spencer Rattler, A+ as the backup QB to compete with Tyson Bagent. Cole Bishop to work in that safety spot to replace Eddie Jackson as Taylor Rapp holds it down as a free agency signing. Let me know what you think of this mock season draft. I'm going to be doing at least probably 3 of these. One after the combine and one leading up to the draft, and then one after the draft for sure. So let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell. It's Draft Capital Sports. We're here all off season. Thank you for watching. Peace.